guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon and today I have some finished object and some whips that I am so excited to show you. So let's dive right in. So what have I finished these past 2 weeks? The first thing I'm going to show you is what I'm wearing right now. You can see if you recognize this. This is the Ranunculus by Midori. I'm not very sure. I'll put her name on the screen. I don't really remember. But this is the Ranunculus. And this is made in the pattern. It is using very fine weight yarn, like a fingering weight, and with a very big needle, which is a 6mm needle. So it gives this very airy top. And yeah, so I follow the instruction as written. The only thing is I didn't use the suggested yarn. I used a yarn that I bought from Hobby, and I use cotton yarn. So I have the yarn right here. Oh, don't worry, I will show you the this particular piece once I show you the yarn that I use. So the yarn that I use is the Twister solid yarn. And this is a 55% cotton, 45% acrylic yarn, if you can see. And this is the colorway. The colorway name is Ginger. I love this color. This is like a pumpkin orange color, but it's a very fine yarn. You can see like it is very fine, like a fingering weight. But yeah, but here it says that it's a 2-weight yarn, but I think this is like a fingering weight to me when I was working with it. So let me show you. So this is the Ranunculus, and it is so airy and so easy to wear. But because it's so airy and it's a little bit see-through, so I need to use a tank underneath. Let me show you. So it's the same for the back. You can see. It's a very quick make, and I actually kind of miss 2 rows here. There's supposed to be another eyelet right here, so there's like 1, 2, 3, and then 4, but I kind of miss reading that part of the pattern, so it's just like this, but it still looks very nice. And this pattern, the thing about it is it only uses like, I think, just a little over 400 yards, because I read the pattern and like you can actually use 1 hank of a fingering weight yarn and it'll be enough to make this whole top. And this one I only used 1 cake of this, and I actually still have this much left. So yeah, if you are looking for a project that only uses 1 hank and you wanted like a garment, you can actually make the Ranunculus, because it's a great pattern. It's quite clear, and I chose the short sleeve version rather than the long sleeve one. There's also option for a bigger bust, so I believe if it's the bigger bust size, you would probably need more than 1 hank or 1 cake of this Twister solid yarn. So yeah, overall I really like this pattern. I am already planning on making another one using heavier weight yarn, which is a 3-weight yarn, but I am also going to be using it, making it out of a cotton yarn, because I love using cotton yarn. At least it is not very hot for me here, and I have already put it in a bag where if I'm ready to start it, I can just grab the bag and start my project, start the ranunculus. And yeah, I really love this pattern. And yeah, I know there are several people who make a few of this ranunculus, probably 2 or 3 of the same pattern. It is just that much fun. That's why you can find the pattern in Ravelry, and that's where I find this pattern. And yeah, I cast it on straight away, and I think I finished this in about 3 days. Yeah, it doesn't take very long. So yeah, that's my first finished project I'm going to show you. So the second one I'm going to show you is a whip from my last episode, and I have finished it since, and it is the Anker summer blouse or summer shirt from PetiteKnit, and I have completed the whole sweater. So here it is. So let me show you. Oh, I love the color. This is also another quick knit, and it doesn't, this is also fingering weight yarn. And yeah, simple pattern, easy to follow. The pattern instruction is super clear, and I really love her pattern instruction. And this is from the previous episode. I mentioned that I wanted to make the size L, but when I got to the size where it is meant for the L size, I tried it on just on the yoke part before I actually decided to do another panel for the larger size, and I feel that it fit me quite well, the medium size. That's why I decided to go for the size medium for this one. And I'm glad I didn't actually just carry on with the size L, and else it would be a little bit loose, which is not a problem. But you know, yeah, well, if I can save a little bit on the yarn, I would. It's not that I don't have enough, but I just wanted to save the yarn, and so that I can use the yarn for something else later on. So the yarn I use for this is the yarn of I have left of the second hank, and this is the Little Lana Linen Jewel. This is from Knit Crate, and this is the colorway Midsummer Rose. Let me see. So this one is a 50% superwash merino, 30% linen, 20% silk. It's a fingering weight, 100 gram for 400 yards. Yeah. So there's linen, there's silk, there's superwash merino. And this is also another great summer pattern. And it's fast and easy, and I love everything about this particular sweater. And I also have planned to make another one, and I actually have the yarn ready as well in a bag, and I can just grab and go whenever I wanted to start this. I have the yarn ready. I even put in the needle ready in the bag. Yeah, I am that excited about these two sweater that I'm using, that I'm wearing. So yeah, super excited. So that's my second finished object. And yeah, if you have any question for me for any of these two, please, you can leave it in the comment down below. I am going to link the page where I got the pattern down in the description so that you can go check it out if you're interested. And yeah, so far very pleased with both of these patterns. So moving on to the next finished object. This is also something that I have shown in the previous episode, and it is a baby cardigan that I started, and I have finished it since. So it's not, yeah, so this is like a toddler size cardigan. So I have finished this. Oh, I didn't bring the yarn to show you. Oh, but I can put it down in the description. So the yarn that I use for this baby cardigan is the Mary Maxim Super Value. It's 100% acrylic. It's a 4-weight yarn, and I don't remember the colorway name. Hold on. I believe the colorway is called 10. So yeah, that's the baby cardigan. I have actually blocked this, and it gives this very soft fabric. So once you block this, the acrylic becomes softer. So, and what I like about acrylic yarn for baby make is it is easy care. You can just throw it in the washing machine and dry it in there as well, and you know, it's easy care. So this one, I used a pattern book that I bought from Hirose, and it's quite simple. It's very straightforward. It's supposed to have like stripe, but I omitted the stripe and just do one color, and it turned out so nice. So yeah, and then this is just a simple plastic button. Yeah, so really love that one. Okay, so that is my third finished object. I have another finished object to show you, and this one I haven't shown you before. So this one I cast on like right after I did the previous episode, and it is this cable vest that I finished. So this vest, this one is, I followed a YouTube tutorial. Yeah, it's a YouTube tutorial that I followed, and the lady who did the tutorial, her channel name is Handmade by Aura. I have made another vest from her tutorial from the previous few of my previous episode, and the vest turned out so nice, and I love the fitting and everything. Although she don't specify the size, but somehow it fits me. So it's either like, I don't know, I think she's like a size small, and I am a size medium to large, something like that, medium. So I think it's okay because the item she made is usually a little bit looser on her, so it fit me. That's what I gotta say. And yeah, so it's finished. So this one, the yarn I use for this is the City Tweed from Knit Picks. This is the DK weight, and this one is 50 gram, 123 yards, and the colorway is called Grove. So this is the color. There's some speckle in this, and I use just over 5 balls of this one. This is the 6th ball, but I actually use a little bit from here, And so I know for the vest I usually need about 6 balls of 50 gram 123 yards, yeah, to finish one vest. And you can see it's a very simple cable pattern. I love it as well. So yeah, so that is my finished object from the last 2 weeks. And I have some works in progress, so let's move on to that now. So maybe the first one I'm going to show you is the baby blanket that I have also shown in the previous episode. I didn't get very far with it because it looks kind of small when I was making it. So let me show you. Okay, so this is the baby blanket. It's not very far yet, but what happened was I see that when I was up to probably here, I think it was quite small. So initially I only have from here until here, and it is like only like that, probably like that, yeah. And so I think it is a little bit small, so what I did is I frogged the whole thing all the way and start all over again. But this time I added another like chevron stitch, one more, to make it a little bit wider. So I think now it looks a little bit okay, a little bit bigger. And I have to start all over, and now I'm here. So you can see the color changes, the color repeat. So it's going to be this color, and then the pink, and then this one, and then the pink, and then the mint color, and the pink, and then it will be back to this, all the way up. And I'm happy at how it's turning out. This is like a very soft yarn that I'm using. I can show you the yarn here. Okay, so let me show you. So this is the yarn I'm using, and then this 3 color, this 3 blue one, is all from Mary Maxim. Oh my, so soft. Okay, the glare. So the darkest one, and then the second one, and then the third one. I don't remember the color of this. I don't have the label with me, but I can show you the second color. So this is teal. This is the color teal. And then this is the color aqua. And these are all 100% polyester. The fiber is 100% polyester, and this is a lightweight 3 yarn. And this feels like and this is my pink, the pink that I used. And this is the Feel Like Butter from Lion brand. And this is the colorway Dusty Pink. This is also 100% polyester, but the Mary Maxim one is a lot softer than the Lion brand one. So it's very nice to the touch, especially the Mary Maxim one. The yarn is so soft, so squishy, and you just want to, you know, squish it all the time. I've made another baby blanket with the same yarn before, so I know it is super soft. And that one I have already sent it to my sister, and she said she used it all the time on her baby. So yeah, I know it's a good yarn for blanket. So yeah, so this is how far I'm getting, and I love how it looks. So that's my first whip. And my second whip is something, let me show you. I have several whips. Not this one. I will show you this one. I started a baby hat earlier today, but I didn't get very far because I was so distracted. So this is the baby hat. Oops. Okay, this is the baby hat. Didn't go very far. I just this is just after the ribbing, and I'm just starting to do the stockinette stitch up here, and this is my stitch marker for the beginning of the round. And this is like a what do you call this, onigiri, I don't know, it's a Japanese like rice ball. And this is the seaweed. I make the stitch marker myself using polymer clay. That's another one of my craft hobby that I love, making polymer clay stitch marker. I have a whole set of polymer clay stitch marker in my collection. And yeah, I did mention that I'm going to show a few times, but I haven't get around to doing that. So anyway, so this one I'm using a yarn in my stash. It's a leftover yarn, and this is the yarn. I don't know how you pronounce that. And this is a very rainbowy colored yarn. It is so pretty, but somehow I just started with the green from the middle of the skein. This is 70% acrylic, 30% wool. It says here. Yeah. So there you go. I don't know the colorway name. It's not written down here. It's just a yarn I kind of like bought off a friend. She had this in her stash and she is selling it, so I bought some from her. And yeah, it's a 4-weight yarn. And yeah, it's also very squishy because yeah, you know, and it will soften up after wash. So that's what I like about acrylic yarn. And I am keeping it here in one of my bag. So that's my second whip. And my next whip, oh okay, so this is something I am also looking forward to. I'm also working on this, like I'm working on a few whips at the same time. I know it doesn't make sense, but I mean, I switch around my whips all the time. If I get bored with one, I will just move on to something else before I get back. And this one, you will not be able to see anything because I am still working on this. And so this is the Cumulus Tee from PetiteKnit, and I'm not even at the point where I'm supposed to split for the sleeve. I'm still like, yeah, I still have a long way to go before I split for the sleeve. So I'm still at the yoke area. So this is the Cumulus Tee, and I am using a thicker weight yarn than the yarn she suggested in the pattern. And this is the ice yarn. This is cotton bamboo light. Yeah. And this one is 60% bamboo, 40% cotton. It's 100 gram, 140 meter. It's a lightweight tree yarn. So that's the color, like a teal color. Yeah, I really wanted to try this because I don't know, I don't really want to use fingering weight, so I wanted to use what like a heavier yarn. So yeah, I hope this fits. I'm sure it will because I'm following a pattern, like I said. So yeah, super excited. All bunched up in a very small, very short cable. But that's okay. So that's my third whip, Cumulus Tee. I think I'm starting to like PetiteKnit pattern a lot because her pattern instruction is very clear and I understand it very well. So I really love her pattern. And yeah, I'm just holding myself back from getting more pattern from her shop. So okay, what else? Okay, so I have another whip here. This is going to be the last whip that I'm going to show you today. And this one is, okay, so yeah, I know this look weird, but hear me out. This is a pattern. This is supposed to be like the let me see, I think this is the front panel. Wait, I think this is the back panel. No, I'm not sure. So what I'm doing here, this is a pattern from, this is the Augustin No.4, I believe. It is a very, very pretty, like a vest, very girly kind of vest. And this is the first time I am making her pattern, and I saw that they have English version of this pattern, so I bought it and I started it and I haven't finished. So this is like, I think this is either the front or the back panel, I don't remember, but it is like work in two different panel and then you join at the lower part of the body. And yeah, and this is the color. This is how far I am. I haven't even started the other panel yet, but let me show you the yarn that I am using for this. So I am using Wool of the Andes from Knit Pick, and this is the colorway Rogue, and this one is 50 gram 110 yarn. It's the worsted weight, and I am holding this double with this fuzzy yarn. Wait, oh my god, what happened? This yarn. I'm holding it double with this, which makes this fabric, this color fabric. So I'm holding this together because I feel that this pink is a little bit too bright and I wanted to tone it down a little. So I added a very light, like a fuzzy yarn. I don't think this is mohair because I think this is, I don't know, it might be mohair. It's very soft. This is the label. It 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 is saying mohair here, but I mean the fiber content is right here and I cannot read that. So I cannot say it's 100% mohair. I bought this locally in one of the store here that sells all kind of fabric craft, some yarn, and I bought this here, and because it's very soft and I wanted to pair this with something, so I pair it with this one. And yeah, so that's all I have to show you. It's not much. and it is using a very big needle size, using a 10mm needle. That's why it is giving this very yeah, like loose fabric. I think because I don't have a very chunky yarn at the time, so I think it suggested like a chunky or bulky weight yarn, but I don't have that, so I just used my worsted weight yarn, and I added the mohair. Yeah. So yeah, I hope I can show you this in the next episode with a little bit more progress, or if I can finish this, it'll be even better, so I can show you the end result of this, because now this is just like that. And yeah, I'm holding it using this straight needle. This is a 8mm needle. Yeah. Okay, so okay guys, I need to everything is different because I need to take out my memory card and take out all the video from before, because my memory was full and my cameras just stopped. And so yeah, I then, you know, I might as well change into the Anker summer tea and just show you while I'm at it. And yeah, so that's all I have for you today, guys, and really thank you so much for your time to watch my video, and I hope you like the content. And if you do, please do like and subscribe, and I will be able to put out more content for you and show you what I have been knitting or crocheting over the past, I don't know, past week or so. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's all I have for you today, and I don't have anything else. And yeah, I have a lot of things to do and so little time. Just yeah, look at all my yarns. Okay guys, so that's all I have for you. So bye, thank you.